हॅलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चॅनल. मी अज्ञाता आनंद गुरव तुमचं माझ्या आज्ञा ई लर्निंग या चॅनलवर स्वागत करते. मुलांना आज आपण 17 चॅप्टर जो आहे आपला इफेक्ट्स ऑफ लाईट त्याचे क्वेश्चन आन्सर्स आजच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये कव्हर करणार आहोत. त्याआधी ज्यांनी चॅनल सबस्क्राईब नसेल केला त्यांनी प्लीज चॅनल सबस्क्राईब करा, बेल आयकॉनवर क्लिक करा, ज्यामुळे तुम्हाला अपकमिंग नोटिफिकेशन्स जे आहेत ते तुमच्यापर्यंत पोहोचतील. चला तर मग सुरू करूया आपल्या क्वेश्चन आन्सरच्या सेक्शनला. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, fill in the blanks. When the beams from the headlights of a car fall on an object in the night, the shadows called dash and dash can be seen. So the shadows called umbra and penumbra. Okay. Then next, during a lunar eclipse, the shadow of the dash falls on the dash. So during lunar eclipse, the shadow of the earth falls on the moon. Then next, during a solar eclipse, the shadow of the moon falls on the earth. So here moon and earth is fill in the blanks. The next question, various shades of color are seen in the sky at sunrise and sunset due to scattering of sunlight. Okay, so scattering of sunlight is our fill in the blanks. Move to the next question. Question number 2, give reasons. Space beyond the earth's atmosphere appears dark. So why it is? Let's see the answer. When sunlight is scattered by the particles present in the atmosphere, the surrounding gets illuminated and appears bright. In space, there is no atmosphere, that is, no source for scattering the sunlight. Thus, as sunlight is not scattered in different directions in the space, it appears dark. Okay. Next question, we are able to read while sitting in the shade. So answer is light, which is required for seeing and reading, will reach us even when we are sitting under the shade. This light comes to us upon reflecting from various objects around us. Okay. Next question, we should not observe the solar eclipse with naked eyes. So answer, we should not observe solar eclipse with naked eyes because by doing so we might damage our eyesight. We may suffer from permanent vision impairment or serious eye injuries. Thus, we should always use some device such as binoculars while watching the sun during solar eclipse. Move to the next question. Give some example of scattering of light that we come across in day-to-day life. So the answer, some example of scattering of light that we come across in day-to-day life are blue color of the sky. Out of the 7 components present in sunlight, blue color is scattered the most by particles present in the atmosphere and hence the sky appears blue. Okay. The next, reddish color of the sun during sunrise and sunset. So at sunrise or sunset, the sun is located near the horizon of earth. Hence, light has to travel a long distance through the earth's atmosphere. At the time of sunrise or sunset, when white sunlight falls on suspended atmosphere particles, blue color light scatters out in deep space, while red color light scatters less and reaches the observer on the surface of the earth. Hence, when this less scattered red light reaches our eyes, the sun and its surrounding appears to be reddish. Okay. The next, danger signal in red color. Okay, it is also we feel in atmosphere. Danger signal in red color. Red color is scattered least by the atmosphere particles and it can travel longer distance as compared to other colors. Thus, it alarms a person of the potential danger from far distance. Okay, the image are given here. You can also see the picture. Then fourth one, why is the shadow of a bird flying high not seen on the earth? So answer, when a bird flies high up in the sky, the darkest part of its shadow called umbra does not reach the earth. Hence the shadow of bird flying high is not seen on the earth. Okay. So here you can see the image. The next question, why is a penumbra not obtained from a point source? So answer, we do not obtain penumbra from a point source because all the light rays falling on the shadowing object are completely blocked by it. This is illustrated in the figure below. Okay, you can see the image below. The next one, question number 6. Answer the following questions in your own words. What is meant by scattering of light? So the answer, the ability of light to spread in various directions is known as scattering of light. Next, does the shadow really vanish in the zero shadow condition? So the answer, in the zero shadow condition, the shadow does not really vanish. In fact, it is formed just beneath the object because of which we are not able to see it. Next, will the laser beam be seen if it passes through a glass box which contains a lighted license stick? So the answer, yes, the laser beam will be seen if it passes through a glass box which contained a lighted incense stick. This is because the laser beam will be scattered by the smoke particles formed in the glass box due to burning of incense stick. Due to this scattering, the path of laser beam will become visible. Next, discuss and write. Question number 1. Write a science-based paragraph on what if the sun did not rise. Okay. So answer, if the sun did not rise, the earth will not get illuminated. Due to this, we won't be able to see objects around us. If any other temporary source of light is not used, also, we know sun is the main source of energy to all living beings. So plants won't be able to prepare their food because of absence of sunlight. Sunlight, and soon they will die. This will create imbalance in food chain, which in turn will result in the destruction of all kinds of organisms on earth. Also, all the production of electrical energy will get terminated because of absence of solar energy. Thus, it is true today that sun is main source of our survival. Okay. Next one. What efforts will you make to remove the misconceptions about eclipse? To remove the misconceptions about eclipse, such as we should not eat during eclipse, etc., following efforts can be made. Social media, such as newspaper, TV, radio, etc., should launch some program and debate discussing the myths existing related to eclipse. Then this medium should highlight the superstitions talks prevailing from the past and how we can remove this. This medium should discuss why science do not support these misconceptions. Then at the school level, discussion should be held in classroom regarding these misconceptions. They should not ask whether they have been such thing existing in their home. If yes, they should be taught how to change the mindset of their parents and grandparents to eradicate these misconceptions. Next question, various eclipse and the conditions during that period. So there are two types of eclipse known as solar eclipse. It occurs when the moon comes in between the earth and the sun, and the moon's shadow fall on the earth. The solar eclipse occurs only on the new moon day. Then two types of solar eclipse are total solar eclipse and partial solar eclipse. So total solar eclipse when the solar disk is completely covered by the moon, and partial solar eclipse when the solar disk is partially covered by the moon. Okay, you can see here the image. Then next, lunar eclipse. Okay, two types, one is solar and second is lunar. So lunar eclipse, it occurs when the earth comes in between the moon and the sun, and the earth's shadow fall on the moon. The lunar eclipse occurs on the full moon night. Two types of lunar eclipse are total lunar eclipse when the total moon comes under the shadow of the earth. Then partial lunar eclipse when the partial moon or some part of the moon comes under the shadow of the earth. Okay. Here also the image given. You can see the image also. Next question, explain the difference point sources and extended sources of light. So point sources light, it is that source of light which form only the umbra region on the screen of the shadowed object. An extended source of light, it is that source of light which forms umbra as well as penumbra region on the screen of the shadows object. Then second one, example, a pinhole through which sunlight is entering is a point source of light. And here sun is an extended source of light. The next one, umbra and penumbra. So umbra, it is the part of the shadow where all of the light from the source is blocked by the shadowing object. And penumbra, it is the region around the umbra where the light from the source is partially blocked by the shadowing object. Okay, then it is formed using an extended source of light, and here in penumbra it is formed using point source of light. So friends, the question answer of 17th chapter effects of light are completed here. होप तुम्हाला हा जो व्हिडिओ आहे तो नक्कीच आवडला असेल, आणि ऑफकोर्स व्हिडिओ आवडल्यास व्हिडिओला लाईक करा. कमेंटमध्ये तुमच्या काही क्वेरीज असेल तर त्याही आमच्यापर्यंत पोचवा, आणि व्हिडिओला जास्तीत जास्त लोकांपर्यंत शेअर करा. चला तर मग भेटूया आपण आपल्या नेक्स्ट व्हिडिओमध्ये. तोपर्यंत टेक केअर अँड हॅव अ गुड डे.